mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. The Hawks continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. It's a Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports for this Thursday afternoon game. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So Memphis will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, it's Korver and Bazemore. Paul Millsap out there with Howard, and it's Schroeder in at the one spot.
David Fizdale gets a chance to get the Memphis job. He's been Spoelstra's lead assistant for a while. His name has been floating around in the coaching ranks for a long time. Happy to see him get that job.
Now here's Schroeder. Millsap sets the pick for Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Korver gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Well, on defensive end as a team, you must be on the same page. On that possession, they were not.
Here's Allen. Top of the key, Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. And with Fizdale, a bright young coach, you're getting a coach who has been a part of multiple championships in Miami. That is why the Grizzlies went out and sought his leadership.
Well, a lot of former players vouch for David Fizdale. He is a coach that relates very well with players, and he developed players. I think he's going to be a fantastic fit for the Grizzlies.
1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. Let's see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Bazemore, following the basket by Marc Gasol. And Gasol sends it back.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Allen kicks to Randolph. Low block shot on the way, and he can't bank that one in. Schroeder passes to Howard. The Hawks working the ball around. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. Drains it from beyond the arc. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Conley with it. Gasol, a screen on Schroeder. Conley's shot is off.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
All you ask for is execution, and those shots will fall later.
Now here's Schroeder, and Bazemore kicks to Howard. And Gasol sends it back, and he gets it back.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And you look at the Grizzlies organization, a change in ownership back in 2012, a shakeup in the front office in 2014. Steve, there's been more continuity on the court than off the floor.
Yeah, the head coaching position changed as well, despite the great job done. Hopefully they can sustain that foundation.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Green, the pass to Daniels. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard. Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Daniels. The Hawks trailing. And here's Schroeder. Splitter sets a screen. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
A little joke right at the buzzer.
And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
Defense really their identity. That's how they win. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
Pure hustle and desire for the ball on the glass. As long as they continue to give it their all, they'll be in outstanding shape.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Schroeder runs the point with Korver to his side. Cephalosha is out there with Prince, and it's Splitter in at the center position. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marcus All's checked in for Wright. Jarrell Martin comes in for Jermichael Green. Ennis, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And Mike Conley subbed in for Baldwin. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Scott's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies are starting to show their age a little bit. Last season was an example of that, but they still have that throwback style of play that's hard to gauge. Marc Gasol said, the game is evolving, and we as players and as a team have to evolve. We have to change things and adjust. You need tweaks and counters from game to game and year to year. Kevin?
All right, DA, they know they needed more shooting. First one falls for them. And Jarrell Martin, the 25th overall pick in the 2015 draft out of LSU. He was a country kid growing up in Louisiana.
Well, he started basketball late. He ran track and field. He played football. And it wasn't until his junior year in high school that the basketball coach brought him in. A quick study, and you can see the results right now. So he still has some time to improve.
Well, for so long, you always heard the old saying, you live by the three, you die by the three. Team shooting more three-point shots now, Smitty, than ever. Is it time to retire that cliche and say, you know, well, it's part of the game. That's a standard in the game.
You know, Kevin, no. I think the Warriors just have an asterisk. That's it, because they won the championship.
It's so good.
They won the championship,
yeah.
And if they keep winning, you'll keep saying Warriors. But if you don't win the championship, yes, you keep shooting the three ball, but you might want to find a way to hit some twos because everybody can't shoot it like the Warriors.
Now here is Conley. That's to Ennis. A three ball. It's not going to go for him. Atlanta leading by 3. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Here's Bazemore looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Ennis kicks to Conley. Carter up top. Inside, Gasol. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Marc Gasol is a workhorse down deep, just rising up and throwing it down.
Schroeder kicks to Splitter. And the pass to Bazemore. There's the dish to Schroeder. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Schroeder's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
There it is. His first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter. His third of the game.
Conley dishes to Ennis. Gasol setting the pick for Ennis. Memphis moving it around. And he makes that one. 6 points for Marc Gasol.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Conley against Schroeder. Wants to get it to Bazemore and does. To the paint. Here's Scott. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time for Marc. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley against Schroeder. Ennis passes to Conley. Outside Gasol. Back to Conley. 5 on the clock. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. From outside the arc.
The heart and hustle of Conley really putting in work on defense.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Hawks on top. They're up by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Defensively, they did a great job of contesting shots and making things difficult. They faced several attempted runs, and they came up with key stops. It was punch, counterpunch there for a while, and it's close, but the fight is going on.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, as we know, it's always a good idea to pound the ball into the paint. So many defensive game plans are focused just on stopping the 3. When you hurt a team down low, they got to react. That allows you to play inside out. Trust me, I have the blueprint. I own the blueprint. I created the blueprint. Inside, kick it back out, shoot the 3. Rick Fox, B. Shaw, and big shot, bomb for 3. The crowd go crazy. I know you remember that, Ernie.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
Celebrating. We're the best.
Welcome back, folks. Pleased to have you with us tonight again here at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
He is bearing some shots from way downtown, and so far he definitely has the green light to keep them coming.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. Conley and Allen working once again together in the backcourt. And it's Parsons in at the small forward. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half. And here's Korver from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Korver's got the first field goal of the second half for the Hawks. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Mike Conley, the point guard, keeps a very stoic disposition on the court. He said so much of the game is mental. That's one thing that I've always wanted to be good at. Never let your opponent see that you're in duress. So if I make a big game-time bucket or if I miss a shot, you'll see the same mannerisms. I move on to the next play. A real poker face, Kevin.
I like that attitude, D.A. Thank you. And that one misses. Well, Mike Conley's steady and reliable, Steve, at that point guard position.
Well, they call him a true point guard, and the reason why, he can score, he can defend, he can distribute, and he's a leader on the team. He's a throwback from the old point guards back in the day.
Here's Allen, following the three by Atlanta. Pass to Parsons. Down low, here's Gasol. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. 8 points for Marc Gasol.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Millsap sets the pick for Korver, and Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Jermichael Green comes in for Marc Gasol, and Baldwin subbed in for Mike Conley. Prince is checked in for the Hawks. Korver kicks to Howard. Basket counts.
And that's just super strength there by Howard. So good at connecting on these shots despite the contact.
Daniels, he's checked in for Tony Allen. The Hawks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Steve is a fan of the game and a former player. When you look at the players in the game today, who do you think would be the most fun to play with, enjoyable to play with?
I think Stephen Curry. He's one of those guys where he obviously plays the game the right way, but then sometimes he goes on his own. And I was just being odd to get a chance to watch some of these plays he's making 25, 30 feet away from the basket.
How about a superstar like LeBron? Would he be a fun guy, or would you stand around sometimes and just watch him work? Or?
It was. I mean, I think Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant would be fun to watch.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. Grizzlies making a switch here. Lights checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Muscala's checked in. Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. And Parsons kicks to Daniels. Parsons against Prince. Takes the 13-footer, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Wright against Howard. And stolen by Wright. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Schroeder and finished off by Wright.
That is what Wright is out there to do. An athletic player who always on the lookout to throw it down.
Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Hence the pass to Howard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also.
And not doing anything to erase his reputation as a shaky free throw shooter. This game really only making it worse.
Inside is where Wright feels at home. Love his length and soft touch.
Screen by Howard. Here's Schroeder. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Not going to go that time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hawks lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Be more committed in the paint. Go block a shot. Go get a board. Get more active in the paint. Give us some more.
That's Mike Budenholzer trying to ramp up the aggressiveness in all phases of the game for his team.
Well, I think he senses that his guys are kind of holding back a little, that they aren't really getting everything out of each possession, and they need to start now.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Bazemore is the 3 with Millsap the 4. Kyle Korver is out there with Cephalosha. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Marc Gasol is checked in for Memphis.
You know, over the years, Zach Randolph has proven to be the perfect leader. He commands respect, and he gets it from his teammates.
Now, here's Bazemore. Passes it to Howard. 14 feet away. Here's Millsap. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Millsap's got the game tied up here for Atlanta. Outside Conley. Down low. Here's Allen. A shot off that time. Korver with the defensive effort. The Atlanta's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. He dishes it to Bazemore. From 12 feet out. Millsap misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Conley gets to Gasol. A jump hook, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. That's 10 points for Marc Gasol.
Even with good defense, Gasol is a wrecking ball. He shows no remorse for the rim on these jams.
Screen by Howard. They set the pick, and it's Korver in the corner. Bazemore for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Add another triple to their second half total.
3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball. That's what we're hearing in the second half.
Here's Gasol. Count it, and the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
Gasol demands the ball when his team needs an important basket. Just remarkable initiative on his part.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Hawks.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Korver kicks to Millsap. 13 feet away. And the jumper falls for him. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
That's coming up big in the clutch. Rising up and burying it.
Now here's Randolph. Millsap with the steal. Corver against Allen. Shooter passes to Howard. Millsap kicks it to Bazemore. They get a hand on it, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Atlanta calls timeout. Let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Corver dishes to Bazemore. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now a timeout called by Memphis. The score knotted at 31. 27 seconds left in the fourth. .24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Conley. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gasol, but he gets it back.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive vertical.
Atlanta calls timeout. Schroeder misses the trade. Time expires and we're going to overtime. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And it's the Hawks to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Hawks. Shooter runs the point with Korver to his side. Splitter is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Here's Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And that's 15 points for Marc Gasol.
Whether it's Gasol's post-up game or jump shot, he fills it up in a hurry. He can score from so many angles.
Shooter kicks to Millsap. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Millsap's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. And the Grizzlies shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. This is to Gasol. Conley kicks to Carter. It's Allen on the wing. Guarded by Korver. And that one hits back iron.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
And they take the lead. Now it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
And you know what? That's his sweet spot over in that corner. Probably his favorite shot.
And here is Conley after Kyle Korver hitting the 3. 17-foot shot on the way. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
What I like about Marc Gasol, you get everything. Scoring, passing, block shots, rebounding. He's the total package.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Parsons checked in for Vince Carter. Kent Bazemore is checked in for the Hawks. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. There's Schroeder. 50 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Millsap left side. Gasol with the rebound.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots. When you're that wide open from a very makeable distance, you have to come away with points.
Bazemore passes to Schroeder. Splitter sets a screen. Bazemore for 3. Gasol with the rebound. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're losing by 1. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Here's what's your take?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Patience is the key. Let's see what they come up with here.
Howard's checked in for Splitter. Time, they've got a chance to take the lead.
By far the biggest possession of this game.
Here's Gasol. Oh, off target.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And they go to the intentional foul. The first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
You know, the last thing you want to do is force something up here. Take what the defense gives you and go from there.
Parsons for 3, right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And even with a hand in his face, Chandler is in total control.
Atlanta calls timeout. So it's Atlanta now. And stolen by Parsons. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Overtime just upon us as they get ready for the jump ball. So it's Atlanta now. Now here's Schroeder. He kicks to Muscala. Post Howard, and there's the feed to Korver. Shot clock at 5, and there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Schroeder, and that's now 7 points for Howard.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easy.
Conley dishes to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And that's Howard's time. Find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the score by Memphis. Feeds to Howard. More inside the three-point line and misses it off the right side of the rim. And for Memphis, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57% and stolen by Bazemore. Here's Schroeder. Nails it.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
You know I love that crunch time. This is where the big-time players are made.
Now here's Conley. Takes the turnaround J. Dwight Howard grabs the board. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Shooter kicks to Muscala. It's in!
High basketball IQ right there. Saw his teammate had the advantage, so he got him the rock and let him go to work.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're down by 4. There's 39 seconds left in the second overtime period. Good stuff. The Hawks making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Poked away. Tries to save it. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Schroeder, and an intentional foul right there. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Conley with it. Lets it go from deep. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Conley is used to these tight spots, just keeping calm and drilling the shot.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 4. There's 21 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, coaches tell them take the easy points in a hurry and then foul as soon as possible.
They don't have a whole lot of time left, so that strategy makes the most sense.
A 3-ball, and the Grizzlies get it back. Buries it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Great job there to shield off the defenders and finish inside.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. Doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Allen passes to Parsons. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're in front by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
That's all, folks. Terrific job at the line to put this one in the bag.
And so the Hawks take the win. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep
and play with that much determination to get a win. It was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
The 2K Sports Post-Game Show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let Dennis Schroeder.
Tell you what, he was not one of the guys the fans thought they would beat, though. But that's exactly what happened. He went out there and played the best game of his life. And it's the #1 reason they're walking out of that building with a win.
Magnificent all-around performance, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. He was clearly the catalyst for this win. As many points as he was responsible for, can't ask for much more.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.